Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to Aries EDC and another edition of TNFNU, thoughts, feelings, and updates. So this series is all about me just kind of sharing my thoughts and feelings for the week and sharing with you some of the updates that I have going on in the shop with some of the knives that I've been making. Thanks for everybody who's been following along. Thank you for all the new subscribers that have subscribed to the channel. I am so close to 500, guys. We are only 15 subscribers away from 500. And from what I understand, some cool things kind of open up for people at 500 subscribers. So I'm really hoping to get there to see what that is. I'm kind of curious of what that is. And I'm hoping I have a little announcement today that maybe I'll do. I'm still kind of really kind of freaking out about the idea of it, but I'll talk to you about it. So what I want to talk to you today about is so this might make some of you angry, and I'm sorry if it does. Number one, how do you like the lighting? I'm trying something a little new. I learned something different that I could do with some of the machines that I have. So I shared with you guys earlier this week my etching machine. Come to find out, I can plug the light that's in on it and I can use it as a dimmer switch. Who knew? But hey, you gotta try something once, right? So I'm playing with the light. I think I want it a little bit brighter than that, but the other way. Yeah, I felt like it was a little washed out, and then if I want to show you a knife, it makes it very difficult to do. And I have some backlighting that I'm playing with, etc. But anyway, so what I want to talk to you guys about are slip joints. There's this new trend right now that's going crazy with everybody and the modern slip joints. And I'm sorry to say, I'm not into it. The Jack Wolf stuff and some of the other stuff that I've seen people doing and having on the chip, they're beautiful. Let me throw that out there first. They're beautiful knives. They are absolutely gorgeous. Really great quality. I love the materials. You got the titanium. You got really nice blade steel. You got the, the carbon fiber inlays and all the different colors that are in there. Really awesome stuff. I mean, they're beautiful. I'm just not, it wouldn't be anything I would buy, especially for like $200 or right over $200. I'm sure they're wonderful, but I don't get it. It's just something that I'm looking for a little fidget factor with the knives, and I get it that a good walk and talk on a slip joint is something that I really like too, but it's just not something I would carry. So my introduction to that was slip joints. I started getting into antique stuff, and so I bought this, and this is a circa 1930s K-bar pocket knife, traditional pocket knives. And you know, got that little kind of sheep's foot style blade, and still to this day, hopefully you guys will be able to hear this, has that really great, there's something about that sound, and it's great. And I bought this and I cleaned it up a little bit, got it looking a little bit nice, but I didn't want it to look too nice because it is old and I want to keep some of its patina. And I actually was like throwing this in my pocket for a little while there, and then I come to find out, I was like, you probably shouldn't be carrying that around too much. I want to preserve it. So it lives in this case right there behind the glass. So that's my little 1930s K-bar, and I like that thing. I really like it, but it's just, and then even when I was carrying it, I found that, you know, all right, I get it. But, you know, and I got into some other things. I have little old Barlows, and I have some other stuff that I got from my dad and my great uncles and some other stuff. Like all that stuff is my grandfather's stuff from World War II. But you know, I started to get into some of the traditional stuff. But then I got into some of the modern stuff, and with the fidgetability and the materials and everything else, it's just the slip joint thing I'm just not getting into. I think they're beautiful. They're great quality. I'm not putting anybody down. It's just not my taste. So I'm just, people are showing a lot of it, and it's coming all over the place about, they're the new things Jack Wolf started, and then with his packaging is ridiculous. I don't even know how he gets away with even charging what he's charging with the packaging and the sheaths and all the other stuff. And then there's all these other makers making a nice slip joint, and I don't have any issues with it. It's just not something I would ever purchase for myself and would ever carry on a daily basis. Just my thoughts. This is my thoughts and feelings and my opinion. That doesn't mean I'm right. That doesn't mean I look down upon it. It's just not my thing. And I'm sorry, but it's just not something I'm interested in being a part of. I can look past it and be like, okay, yeah, okay, great. Cool blade shape, walk and talk is cool. I don't know, guys, sorry. I haven't been into it. So anyway, I'm sorry to break everybody's heart or maybe make some people angry out there, but the slip joint thing is just not something I've been wanting to jump on. I'm not into it. So I don't know, I'll move on. It's not that big of a deal. And there's so many other things coming out by other makers too that are like ridiculously mind-blowing that I really enjoy seeing. And hopefully I can be able to purchase some extra stuff coming up here real soon. But for right now, I enjoy what I have. I enjoy the collection. I shared a little bit with you guys in a little short, so hopefully you guys got a chance to see some of the collection. If you're interested in the collection, I have shared everything in the collection, everything in that case, everything on the wall, everything inside where I keep the rest of the collection. Everything was in there with a little story. Check it out. You got to go back pretty far. It was one of the first kind of videos that I did. I went through the whole collection, every fixed blade, the antique stuff that I have, and little stories behind it, because I like to share stuff. So those are my thoughts and feelings for the week. Let me know if you agree, disagree. Maybe talk me into a slip joint. Why should I be into these slip joints like everybody else? Maybe I'm missing something. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I am missing something, or maybe you agree that, yeah, you get it. You're not into it either. But again, I'm not downing the quality. I'm not downing the materials. I'm not downing anybody who's into it. It's just not my thing. It's just not for me. And I'm allowed to have my opinion, and you're allowed to have your opinion. There's nothing wrong with that. So I just wanted to get that out there. Hopefully you're not going back and saying, I'm not unsubscribing. Hopefully not. But I would hope that it would take a lot more than me saying that to get you to unsubscribe if you are subscribing. Anyway. All right, so let's talk about project updates, because I got a lot to do today. Number one, let's see, I don't even know where to start. Well, let's start with the two that I'm almost done with. So I have the naked column. This one is pretty much there. The only thing really left is I need to clean up the blade a little bit. I want to sand down the bevels just a little bit more, and then I'm going to acid etch and stone wash that guy. I just want to get a little bit cleaner of a satin finish on the flats there of the bevels before I put it into the acid etch, because I want to make sure it got a nice acid etch. I did the sheath for it, so the sheath is done, nice and tight, not much rattling at all. I'm trying to get better at that, you know, based on some of the feedback that I've gotten. It's in there nice and tight, I think I have to adjust it a little bit. It's almost a little too tight. So anyway, the naked column, really comfortable. This one is sold, but I was working on the sheath this morning. Probably need to do a little bit more adjusting on it. I like how tight it is, and then so this guy's gonna get acid etched and stone washed, and it's been asked that I share kind of that process, so I want to do that. There's something, what's going on with this? All right, so anyway, so that's the naked column. Why am I getting a real sheen on that? Anyway, so the naked column is going to go in. The yoke dough. So this is the yoke dough. My buddy Tim, please give him a follow at Yokto Wallets, YOKTO wallets on Instagram. You're gonna see that logo. Check him out on Instagram. He basically designed this knife and asked me to bring it to life, which I now have. So this is a skeletonized version, but we have some plans for actually making ones with scales. And these blades are going to come with my maker's mark and his logo on it as well. And there's a lot of other special things prepared for this thing. Really great handle shape, really fits the hand. Your thumb gets right in that little groove, makes it really comfortable. This is going to him. So as soon as I'm done with it, which again, I'm gonna sand it down a little bit, get some more of these scratches out. It's gonna get acid etched and stone washed, and it's gonna get sent out to him. Obviously, I need to put an edge on it. He does not need a sheath because as a leather maker, he made his own sheath. So that's gonna be going out to him, and I can't wait to send that to him, because for him to create something, send me the acrylic blank, and then now have the opportunity to finish this and get it into his hands so he can hold it. I can't wait. I hope he enjoys this as much as I've been enjoying playing with it while I have it. It's really comfortable. It's really great. I can't say enough about this thing, and some of the stuff that he is doing, I can't wait. You guys have no idea how excited I am to get some of that stuff here so I can share it with you. And I'm gonna have to make like 4 or 5 of these, but maybe with a little bit different materials. Well, no materials. This is AUV-L, so we have some other stuff coming for you in stainless. But there's a lot gonna be involved with this blade. So what do you guys think? You like that kind of blade shape? It is an interesting blade shape, just right there on the cusp of VDC. But we have some really cool plans for that one. So I can't wait to share that with you. So the yoke toe and the column are both getting acid etched and stone washed. As you know, if you've been following the channel, I got back the 2 that I've been waiting for. The Crow, which is the biggest blade that I've ever made. That guy is that's big. I don't even know if I've measured this on camera or measured it really at all. So let's see. It is roughly, let's see, let's do it on camera. Just a little over 4. Let's see. From the heel of the blade to the tip is about 4 3/16. So it's a little over 4 inches in length, and that is from the tip of the blade all the way back here. So just the blade itself is probably around just under 4 inches. So for me, that's a big blade. Love that blade shape. This is 440C, and it's gonna get the rich light scales. Let me show you this one. It's gonna get the rich light scales, the 2 colored brown with an orange liner and orange tubes. So, you know, that's gonna be kind of cool. I'm probably gonna acid etch this one and stonewash it as well. So it's gonna have that nice dark with the brown. I think that's gonna look pretty cool. So I can't wait to finish that one up. I have the thorn that I started for the one person who I thought was lost, but it is back. So I have the thorn, another thorn started, and I'm kind of have some plans for this one. And we're gonna do some light brown rich light with black hardware, so black pins, black tubes. Let me put it together. I can put it together up here so you guys can see it. So it's gonna go like this and like this and like this. So it's gonna be the light brown rich light, and I still have to cut it and shape it and everything else, but it's gonna be cool. And I'm thinking of doing, if I get to 500, doing a giveaway for this knife. 80 CRV2 steel, heat treated, tempered with the rich light handles. I think that would be a cool giveaway. If I get to 500, I might figure out how to do a giveaway for this knife once it's done. I think I'm gonna keep it a kind of nice satin finish and do those handles on it. Once I get the handles on it, I'll really be able to tell if I want to acid etch it or not. But what do you guys think? So far, I got somewhat of a nice satin finish, but I know I could do better than that, but I still have to put the handles on it and everything else to make it look, get the sheath done, etc. But the thorn is a really nice blade shape. 3 fingers, I'll put a lanyard on it for your pinky, but very utilitarian shape. You can meal prep with it, you can cut open boxes, it's got a nice tip on it. So it's a really, really nice little utilitarian blade, and I've gotten some really great feedback on anybody who's purchased it. So I have those guys in the works. I also have the Rock Hopper and that Bloom XL off to Peters. Now, if you check out my community page, I have a poll right now for what color G10 we want to use for the Bloom XL. And currently, OD Green is in the lead, which is fine. I could do the OD. I'll do whatever wins. I'm going to do it, but I get to choose the color pins or hardware that I get to use. And if we're going to do green, I have a cool idea for that. So if we're going to go green, that's fine. I'm going to get to make the other color, but go check that out. Well, finish this video, then go check that out, and we'll do that. And also, because I don't have enough projects, I started 3 more. What the heck? So I started another puffin. This is AEB-L, another customer who's been wanting a puffin, and he has given me some parameters and colors and materials that he wants. So I just got the blade shaped and just roughly cut out and shaped to what he wanted. So hopefully that one's going to be fun to do. I have another custom piece that I did based on a design I did with somebody, and it's just a kind of, they wanted a nice sheep's foot with a harpoon and a small size, nice handle shape. And so hopefully that person likes where we're going with this. They have some really unique choices for the handle materials, so I got to put all that together for them. And then finally, I started it, the Obsession, and this one is Damascus. Let's see, can I get you guys to see it? Yeah, you can kind of see it right in there. I did sand it down, so it makes it a little bit more difficult to see the Damascus pattern in that. But it is Damascus. Now, the Obsession is the one that started it all, which is why it's called the Obsession. And even though I've been told I probably should just lay off of this model and not make it anymore, because not that it was stolen from me, but another maker is making my model, because he made it for me. And I've told the story many times and I don't need to go into it again, but it is my design. It is something that I'm passionate about, and it's called the Obsession for a reason. And I really wanted to do a nice Damascus version of it, and I have some interesting plans that I want to do for the handle. So that is in the works, nice and cut out and shaped. But those 3 are going to get they're set aside until I can finish the other 6 that I'm working on right now. As soon as I'm done with those, then I can start working on these based on, when I get stuff back from heat Peters, etc. So those are all the projects that I have going on. Those are my thoughts and feelings for this week. Please subscribe to the channel. Share it with somebody who hasn't subscribed, because we want to get to that 500 so that I can possibly do that giveaway with that knife. I'm not 100% sold on doing it, but you know what? For you guys, because you've been so great and so positive with me, I would like to be able to give back to you guys, so I really want to try to give away that knife. But I have to finish it first, so I need to finish that. I need to finish the knife and get it into really good shape for everybody, and then I'll make my decision whether I'm going to give it away. But please share. So subscribe, like, leave a comment or not. That choice is yours. Have a good one.